All right, we are live. So I am so excited. I'm always excited when we do these webinars. I always, it's interesting because when I start a webinar, Malia, I actually always say I'm so excited, and it just gets me excited to do the webinar. Look how that works. So tonight I wanted to, well, we do these hangouts every week, so if you're new here, special welcome to you, special welcome to, I actually invited my list. I figured we could give people a sneak peek of MLSP, do some Q&A, also maybe talk about some of the new things that are coming, like the funnelizer and stuff like that, and also, now that I'm a new EMT member, maybe talk a little bit about what that means too for everyone that's on our team. So Malia, thank you for joining me tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Look fabulous. I always love your lipstick.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a wonderful day. I've been working at home all day, which is sometimes unusual. Working from home, the days can change, in a whim. So got to work home all day today. The girls just got home from school actually a few minutes ago, and so we're on to makeup, and I'm very excited to spend this evening with you.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, because you haven't been on one of these in a while. Did I?
No, I haven't.
You were on the Live the Dream one. Of course, I had to show everybody my horsey.
Yay!
Horsey. It sits on my desk. My daughter tried to take it because she thought she could put her Barbie doll on it.
You need a little shelf behind you.
I know. And anybody that doesn't know, I just moved into this house, and this wallpaper's coming down. We've got a lot to do in here, so we're working on it. It's a work in progress. I keep saying to myself, this weekend, I'm just going to tear it all down, but we've just been so busy. And wallpaper's a big pain in the butt. So we will soon, hopefully, this weekend maybe. Maybe I'll just get this wall.
Yeah, right.
I know. I was like, maybe I'll just do one wall for my webinars. So that's kind of where we're at. It's been a crazy busy September, start of October. We just got back from Live the Dream, and Malia was there. Jesse, welcome to the hangout, my friend. It's always good to see you. And it's just been one of those months. And if you've been on my list, or if you've been following or been on the team for a while, it's not like me to kind of be quiet, but I have been kind of quiet lately, just because of moving and getting everything situated here, and then. Live the Dream. I was a speaker there at that event. I got to see a lot of the team there, which was awesome. New EMT, new course coming out next month, and I mean, man, I could just keep going on and on. It's just crazy. Things are really moving fast and at a fast pace, and I love that. But I've also been really busy, and today was one of those phone days. It was like phone call after phone call. Actually, the whole week's been like that. So. Really excited. April Ray is with us. She is really rising up the ranks with our team and really showing a lot of leadership. So I'm really excited and always grateful to have you on, April. How you doing? Oh, I don't know.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
There's probably going to dump me. Oh, okay.
Hey, no problem. I was going to say, if you can, maybe just turn off your camera. Maybe it's just, and then you can speak voice and you won't have a problem.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or, like, I don't know. You can play with it. I just noticed sometimes if I have a slow, like when I had the slow connection with my laptop, if I turned off the camera, I did pretty good.
Oh, okay.
So.
I'll try it.
Or maybe if you close out other windows or some other things. Not that I really like to see April. You're beautiful. But just, I don't want you to think I don't want to see you, because I do.
I know, April. It's so good to see you.
How are you? I love your hair, girlfriend.
Thank you. I feel so guilty. Like, I feel like we should, like, hang out all the time, and we never see each other. So we have to make plans.
Well, it's because our time schedules are different. I mean,
I know.
I'm at work.
So far away.
Yeah.
Kidding.
You live in Mexico.
For everyone else, it wouldn't be far, but of course, for us, like 20 minutes is far.
That is far with the traffic. Oh God.
Yeah, San Diego traffic. In case you guys don't know, April and Malia both live in San Diego, so completely other side of the country for me. So I don't get to get my hair done by Malia, even though I'd love for her to do my hair and my makeup.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, stay tuned, because we are going to be doing some cool stuff with that, and we are going to do it. We are. As soon as I get some of my products, we're going to do some stuff like that. So what I thought we could do tonight, and Jesse's new to MLSP, so maybe he can help. And as far as like questions and answers, I'd like to do that. But also just to kind of even maybe do an overview of MLSP. I don't know if you guys are down for that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sure, I have a lot of questions.
You do? You have a lot of questions? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We'll just let you fire them off tonight.
I know. Well, no. How are you doing, Jesse?
Oh, I'm doing good. I just today I've been on the computer since 10 a.m. till 6 o'clock. I finished the University 102, and now I'm getting into mastery. My fan page is up. I got 1 like.
Is that yourself? Or?
Hey, I'll like your page. I'll like.
No, I haven't liked it. I haven't liked it yet. I haven't liked it yet. I added 3 applications to it. Now I'm just wondering what to do now.
Are we on your phone or what's going on? I feel like I'm on a roller coaster.
I'm sorry. I'm on my iPad. I'm laying on the couch just chilling.
Okay.
What are you going to do? You want me to stop and leave you right there? What you want me to do?
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, and then I was reading on the co-op, and I was trying to figure out how exactly does that work and all that stuff.
We can talk about the co-op. The co-op's a good topic to talk about. I'm actually trying to get a hold of Emmanuel. It sounds like he had an emergency because we haven't even started it this month. So if anybody wants to get in it, that would be perfectly okay if you want to do that, because it has not even started yet this month. But every month we have them. We have a co-op, and basically a co-op works like you give us your MLSP link, so you would come back in your back office, and you'd be able to follow that video that I have on the page. But lately, we have been using the university campaign. But if you go into your MLSP campaigns, you'll be able to find the university campaign back here. And just go ahead and grab this link right here. Make sure you turn off the name and the phone number field, which I show you in the video how to do. And then you would send that over to us. And basically what we do is we take everybody's links and we put it on a link rotator, and we drive traffic to that. And Emmanuel is our in-house traffic guru, so he does all of that. Like basically he does some solo ads, Facebook marketing. I think he does some PPV, he does PPV, and he does another one, banner advertising. So he does a combination of different ads and things like that. And when you pay, we pool everybody's money. So we don't keep any of your money, but we pool it, and we use it to buy bulk traffic. Okay, so it's kind of like you going to Sam's Club and buying bulk cereal. You get a better deal when you buy it in bulk. So if you were to go buy traffic on your own, let's say you were going to go buy a solo ad, the bigger the solo ad is, like the more clicks you buy, obviously the better your whatchamacallit's going to be, your price is going to be. So if you buy like a smaller pay, let's say you buy like a 100-click solo ad, you're probably going to pay, $1 or more a click. So it's going to end up being, pretty pricey. But if you buy like a 1,000-click solo ad, you're going to pay a lot less. So you might pay like, 50 cents a click or something like that. And I'm just kind of using examples, but they're not real examples. They're not real. Can you see the link that I pulled up? You might not be able to.
I see it. The MLS
campaign. We're looking at MLSP. That's what you guys see. I don't know. They changed the Google. They changed this stuff. I don't know what they did. How do I share all of it? Screen 2. Okay, tell me if you can see now. Can you see everything?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's what I wanted you to see, was everything. So we're using this one, the Biz Builder University, which I already showed you how to find it. You'll be able to find it back here underneath my website's MLSP campaigns. So basically, you know, we don't guarantee signups or anything like that. People do get signups. Actually, I just had a few people get signups in the last co-op, but it's not like everybody gets signups. You still have to work. You still have to monetize your list. You still have to email your lists. So it is done for you traffic, but you still have to, you know, work on that monetization part where you're converting them. So that converting part is the part that you still have to work on, which is nice because most people won't email their list because they feel like nobody's on it. So this will actually get you in the groove of doing what top earners do, like mailing their list every day and stuff like that. So it's actually a really good thing.
Okay.
Hopefully that makes sense. So if anybody's watching that does not know where we're at, I'm actually in the My Lead System Pro back office, and this is where you'll find a lot of our fancy capture pages. Let's see if I can pull some more up here. I don't know why it's... What did I do? I have too many windows open. Where is it?
Right now.
I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. There's one of the sales funnels that we have. Let me close it so it does it right. I'm like, what is that? Who's doing that? Stop it. Here's another fancy schmancy capture page. So basically you get a ton of capture pages. So you get all these different profit campaigns, all kinds of different free offers, MLSP product campaigns, system campaigns where you're going to find a lot of the free offers. The Insta Biz Builder is actually my Instagram training. You're able to give this away for free. And you get all these. These are already done for you capture pages, so you don't have to do anything to these. You can play with them a little bit if you want. You can turn off the phone number if you want. You can turn off the Skype. You can leave on the number. You can, you know, play with it a little bit. You can change the autoresponder around. You can have different campaigns back here, so you can have different follow-up series for your campaigns. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people's MLSP accounts on my team, and I've gone back there and I've seen a lot of people that have a lot of like autoresponder campaigns, and I have just those. Like, and I only use really one. I use my default mainly. I don't use any other campaigns. So a lot of times people will be like, well, what are you sending out? And I'm like, well, I just send out what MLSP gives us. I mean, it's worked out okay for me so far, so I'll just continue to use that. And I always recommend people do that, especially when they're getting started.
I wondered about that because I've seen people who have done their videos and screen share, and they have all of these different lists in their Aweber, and I'm like, why would you need that many? But I guess if they're affiliate marketers, maybe?
I have different lists for different things, but not for MLSP. Like, I have a few for MLSP, like 3, I think, but really I only use my default, the leads for your MLM. I have other lists for, I mean, as you're doing different things, I've done a lot of different things like solo ads. Like, my solo ad list is separate. I try to keep it separate because, like, if I'm going to do a solo ad, which I haven't done one in a long time, and I don't even recommend people doing that. As somebody wanted to do it as a main strategy, I don't recommend that. But, like, I would do a separate list for that just because you're going to get a lot of more freebie seekers, so you kind of want to separate some of your lists, you know what I mean? Yeah. So once in a while, if I do something like that, I'll add it to a solo ad list. I also have one for my primary. And just, you know, over the last 4 years, I mean, I've created different lists. In fact, I was trying to clean them up and add people to one main list because I also have a newsletter list too. So, and that I keep separate from MLSP, so they're not getting, you know, MLSP follow-up. Some people, they just want to be on your newsletter because they don't want to get that follow-up series. They just want to get, you know, training and blog posts and things like that, offers, things that will grow their business, you know. So that's what I do, and I actually do have a follow-up series for my newsletter. I'm thinking I'm probably going to delete it just so people just only get my emails that I send my broadcasts. So I'm still thinking about it because I have a pretty good follow-up series on that one with just some free trainings that I did on my blog. So I might just move that to something else. Play around with it a little bit.
I think I'm ready to clean out some of the dead weight on my Aweber list. But how do you, I mean, what's a gentle way? What do you normally say?
You don't have to say anything. You can call AWeber.
Oh no, you should. You should want to, first what I would do is I would email my list. I just did a major cleanup. You would be like surprised. I deleted 6,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
Now, I have not cleaned my list like that ever. Never that deep of a clean, ever. I mean, I've done cleanups like just on my own, but I mean, I actually had AWeber like go through like the last 6 months of people that have not opened. They all got booted off. If you hadn't opened my email in 6 months, you were thrown off my list. So I didn't even. But I emailed a couple of times. So like over the like 3 months, I emailed a couple of times, and I kept meaning. It was like one of those things that was on my to-do list that I just didn't get around to. So they did get emails, and my emails just went like, you know, I just want, basically it just was, you know, just letting you know I'm doing some cleaning in my list. You know, I did a title, actually. The subject was I'll have to look. I can't remember, but it was like delete your email or something like that. It was kind of mean, but I just got there. I'll tell you what, I got like a huge open rate just from that. And you know, that will actually, okay, you'll see who's still on your list, because what you really want them to do is open, because you don't want to delete them, you know what I mean? I was just wanting them to open, and then of course I let them know that I'm doing a cleaning. If they're not happy here, here's the unsubscribe link, and went about it that way. And then I usually, if I'm going to do something like that, I'll give them some type of value too in the email, like a blog post or a training or something. Okay. That way they can kind of, you know, I'm bribing them kind of to stay too at the same time. Like, hey, get off my list, but you know, hey, you'll miss this. So impactful. I'll see if I can find you an email that I've sent out before in the past. And I've been even sometimes brutal too, like, hey, if you're not going to open my emails, and you might want to too, like, just if you're broadcasting your list, and if you go and you look at the, like, you know how you can see the last broadcast that you did, if you open that up, you can actually click and see your unopens. So you might just want to only email them, so you don't pee off your current subscribers that are opening.
Right, that's good, yeah.
And create a segment of your unopens. You can call AWeber too and ask them to create a segment of all your unopens, and they'll do like 4 big lists for you. And then when you create that unopened segment, you can email that list and let them know. And I would just pound that list, like pound them until they open. You know what I mean? Like every day, just send an email for like maybe a few days, and maybe even 2 or 3 times a day.
Okay.
Pound them until they open the email. And let them know that you're doing some cleaning up and you just want to make sure, you know. But you can keep on going through to those unopens and saying, hey, you didn't open. I've had, why didn't you open me in your email subject? You know.
Yeah, I was like, look, get off my list, or so I'm like, I don't want to come off like that.
No, but they cost money. It costs money to. My autoresponder was running me about $150. I've got it under $100 a month now, and I'm like, my open rate went from 5 to 10 to 15%. On every email that I sent. Yeah, I mean, I was like sometimes 3 to 5% on my blast, and that's very low. So you might feel like you have a really big list, but if you only have, you know, 3, maybe even 2, I mean, even heard people say I've only got 1% opening, then what's the point? You know what I mean? If they're not opening, then they're really technically not there, you know?
Right.
So that's kind of the way that was a really good question, though. But we can get together. I'll look and see if I have emails.
Okay.
So the list. So the auto responder that comes with MLSP, how do you? That only emails to your leads that come in, and then you add AWeber. Or
yeah, you want to get AWeber. Definitely get AWeber. If you go through your training, just get AWeber through your back office, and then follow how to set that up. Use the campaign code that they give you. and then they'll just upload all your emails for MLSP right in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like $1 for a trial.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like $1 for a 30-day trial.
Yeah, it's cheap. And then it's $19.99 a month if you're just if you grow your list, AWeber will get more expensive. But I always tell people your list should pay for yourself. That's part of a business expense. So it should pay for itself over time.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, when you're making thousands of dollars a month, it's no big deal. You know? Like, okay, I like my list. That's what pays.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'll go back to screen sharing. I forgot to turn on the Q&A. Guys, if you are watching and by chance you want to communicate with me, go over to my fan page, facebook.com. You could just do fb.com/April Marie Page. And that would be April Marie Page, M-A-R-I-E, Page, P-A-G-E. And you can just go ahead and post on my wall if you have a question or anything like that, and I'll check. But of course, if you're on the team, there is links in the group. Would love to have you on. That's, of course, when you're going to get the most value. And if you're camera shy, you can always just turn off the camera. It's real easy to do. In fact, I'll show you how easy it is to do. I'll show you the little icon here. Right here, there's a little icons that you can just click to turn off the video. Okay? And you can turn your microphone off right here. So if you have some background noise, sometimes I might ask you to mute out. That's the mute button. Okay? Okay? You got it?
Got it.
Everybody see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So as far as strategies go, I know at the conference, I was getting advice from everybody to work on one. So I decided to go with the Facebook strategy, and then I'm going to try the automated webinars and stuff. So I guess basically when we talk about strategy, we just talk about paying for clicks, or just copy and pasting the swipe codes into different groups, like multi-level marketing groups and all that stuff.
You can do both. I would recommend not putting this copy and swipe stuff in a bunch of groups as a strategy. I would say if you're a blogger, if you want to create some content and put that in there, that would be good. But I wouldn't recommend just posting the same links over and over again. You know what I mean? Because that just gets it gets mixed up with what all the other people are doing. You know what I mean? It's just like a bunch of links. It's almost like a pitch fest in those groups. So if you can actually stand out by posting something of value, like a free training on your blog, or maybe a video on some mindset, or how to get started in MLM or something, okay, anything. I really liked what Ray was teaching on yesterday night. He was sharing, to do is it ILT? Is that what he called it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was it? Invest, learn, teach.
Yeah.
So invest, learn, teach, right?
Right.
Yeah, so basically what he's saying is learn, okay, so invest in yourself, increase your value. That's what I like to call it, is increasing your value. Learn something and then teach it. Now, to me, that's not just going to monetize your marketing, but that's also going to help you learn it a lot better. So if you actually turn around and you learn something and then turn around and right away you teach it, you're going to learn it like 100 times better than if you didn't do that. So I would definitely encourage people to also keep that in mind when they're going about and they're doing the ILT, but not just in investing and increasing their value and then teaching it to monetize, but also to learn it better. I don't know if Malia wants to add to that.
I'm sorry, I'm dealing with kids.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just going to really quick go behind the scenes with MLSP, and then Jesse. Let's see what Patricia said. Memoria's watching now. Okay, she's watching. Jesse, and if you see anything that you're like, oh, I have a question, just go ahead and blurt it out. I'm good with that. Tonight, I'm good with that.
All right.
All right, so let's say you're in My Lead System Pro and you're just getting started. You know, I always tell people, you know, okay, first of all, if you don't know what My Lead System Pro is, I'm not going to go over what MLSP is tonight because there's lots of links. If you're new and you haven't watched an overview, check your email. I'm sure if somebody invited you tonight, you probably have a link of, you know, that you can watch our presentation and learn what MLSP is. I will give you a brief testimony just because I want you guys to feel like this is real and it's so obtainable. Yeah, I've been here quite a while. I've been here for the last 4 years, but that really shows a lot. I mean, I'm somebody who is, you know, I stick with what works, and to me, MLSP, it's saved my business. So 4 years ago, I was a cocktail waitress, and you know, I was approached with a network marketing opportunity, and I remember when I first joined this network marketing opportunity, you know, exhausting my friends and family, and you know, kind of like even becoming part of the No Friends Left club because nobody really wanted to hang out with me anymore because I might tell them about this product that I have, you know, and really feeling like I was at the end of my rope because I was going out of business instead of creating a business. Because nobody really cared about my products or my opportunity. Really, it was me that I felt like I was alone. Like I was the only one with this bright idea that, you know, network marketing can change my life, and everybody else thought I was kind of silly. So I was really on the verge of giving up, and then I came across a free training, a Facebook training, and it was a My Lead System Pro campaign. And I didn't know what My Lead System Pro was. And in fact, when I first saw it, I was like, that can't be free. They're not going to give me free training. What are they thinking? So maybe you've watched my Instagram training for free, and you probably felt that same way. I felt that way. I was like, yeah, right. What do they want me to buy? But I opted in against my better judgment, and I decided to take a better look because at the time I hadn't even really ever logged into Facebook. Like I set up an account and never looked at it, and I was still over on MySpace. So while I was going through this training, things began to really make sense to me of why I was failing in my network marketing company and why nothing I was doing was working. In fact, I had spent thousands of dollars on paid marketing on MySpace, and I'm not kidding you, I spent like over $2,000 on MySpace pay-per-click marketing my company's replicated website, thinking, and I really was excited. I remember feeling so excited that I figured out how to run an ad that I felt like I was going to get rich. And then after $2,000 came out of my bank account, I was very disappointed that I didn't make a penny. I mean, nobody bought one thing, they didn't join, that nothing happened. I didn't even get a lead because I didn't have a lead capture page. I was just thinking people would come to this website and they'd buy my stuff. And boy, was I really wrong. I was so wrong. And it is a funny story now, but I was like, I couldn't figure out how to turn the PPC off either. I was like calling my bank, canceling my credit cards. I'm like, just make the hurting stop. This was the worst mistake ever. So you can imagine somebody who's very green, new to network marketing, and this is often the case with brand new people that come into the industry, you know, wanting to quit. You know, everything in me said, let's throw in the towel now. This isn't working. And then I came across this free Facebook training like I was sharing, and it dramatically opened my eyes. Like, it completely opened my eyes to all the things that were possible and how I was really making a lot of huge mistakes with my marketing also. So I actually fell asleep because at the time I was a cocktail server and I was running around in high heels all night in a bustier at a casino. And I fell asleep. I had just gotten off of work, so I fell asleep halfway through. But I knew, because they kept mentioning My Lead System Pro, that My Lead System Pro was the answer to all my struggling in my business. And I knew that if I didn't make it work also, that I probably wouldn't be in business much longer. And I really wanted out of my job. I had a very strong desire to leave my job and, you know, be home with my kids because I never saw them. So I joined like the following, like as soon as I woke up the next day, or that day really, because I went to sleep in the morning, and the rest is history. I've just stuck with it. I have been persistent, like you wouldn't believe, and most people, that's the key. You know, they quit before the getting gets good, before they actually get there. But I was very persistent. I'm still very persistent to this day, and I'm also consistent. So two things that I really feel like you really need to be successful in your network marketing business, but also in My Lead System Pro with your marketing, is persistency and consistency. Those two things will get you. Those are two keys to success right there. So as long as you have a why, and why you're doing this, a burning desire, and you really want it, the sky's the limit. All you have to do is make a decision. And I really believe that success is a choice. You choose to be successful, and the moment you choose to be successful, you are. And that was where I was in my business. I decided to be successful. So all I did with MLSP getting started was I just followed the yellow brick road. I did what they told me to do. I watched some videos. My Lead System Pro is a full library training of top earner, network marketing, online marketing, affiliate marketing, home business, leadership. I mean, the library is endless of what you can learn back here. So what I always tell people to do is consider it your college, consider it your master's degree in network marketing, and then if you want to go get a PhD in maybe YouTube marketing, or soon Instagram, or whatever it is that you want to learn, we also have that as well, and you can get courses and additional training and more advanced training on that. So this is your education platform. This is really what it is, and as you can see, we've actually named it University and Mastery. I mean, University 101, University 201, and we walk you through step by step on exactly what to do to get things rolling in your business. And this is by far, I will tell you, because I have a very I've recruited a lot of people in my network marketing company, but not having a duplicatable process, some way that you can passively guide your team through, getting started and getting leads and things like that. Most people will fall through the cracks if you don't have anything. Your team, there will be like lots of people on your team that will fall through your cracks if they don't have some way, some kind of blueprint to follow to generate leads and to be successful in your network marketing company. And that's another thing that I really love about MLSP. So a lot of the people in my network marketing company that I personally sponsored are in MLSP, because that is my duplicatable process, and a lot of them actually found me through MLSP as well. So it just becomes a win-win situation. So how can MLSP really help you with your network marketing company, you might be asking? Well, basically it gives you tools to generate leads so that you have people to talk to about your business. So if you're looking for leads, you're looking for more money, whatever it is, this is the keys to the kingdom, my friend. This is where you get started, and this is how you become top earner status. And we'll even give you products of our own to use to help brand yourself and develop influence throughout the internet as well, so that people, not only do people want to join you, but they flock to join you because people want to join leadership, so they'll start viewing you that way. So we'll teach you all that stuff. It's great stuff, but when you're first getting started in MLSP, you want to make sure that you go over here to this Start Here tab right here, New Start Here, or this one right here, and just click on that. And once you get in there, you want to get busy. The first thing you want to do is watch step 1, step 2, or go all the way through these videos. They walk you through step by step. This is really important. And I've seen a lot of people do this. They skip, or they somehow get lost in Neverland. I don't even know where they go, but they completely think they don't have to watch this stuff. And seriously, if you don't go through this, it's like not going through elementary school and advancing to college. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen that way. So you have to go through this. And some of them, this one doesn't even have. This is just the membership overview. This one doesn't even have a video. And a lot of these videos are like, seriously, like a minute, 2 minutes. So it's not like going to take you a ton of time, but it's necessary. And then you can go all the way through Mastery. And Mastery is our top rank. So if you're at university, you'll only be able to go to 201. But once you upgrade to Mastery, all of this will open up as well, and you'll be able to finish with Mastery. And I do recommend Mastery. I always recommend Mastery for people that are serious about their business, because it's going to pay you a lot more, number one, but it's also going to fund your business. So if you're doing any type of paid marketing or anything like that, you can get into profit a lot quicker, and that will help pay for your marketing as well. And there's also the training library, and we're coming out with a new product called the Funnelizer, which will be a Mastery product. I can't say what's going to be for university at this point. I'm not at liberty to do that, but the Funnelizer is coming. It should be here probably. I would say it will probably be here within the month. And that is our new product that is going to be a custom capture page creator. And honestly, after seeing a sneak peek of this thing, I haven't seen anything like it. So it is something that I know will change marketing completely. And the cool thing about it too is we're heading in a direction with MLSP where it's not just going to be just for network marketers, MLMers, but we're going to be branching out into other arenas, and I really believe that the Funnelizer is going to be a huge, huge part of that. So with this Funnelizer coming onto the scene really quick, I just feel like MLSP is people are here right now are going to be massively profiting from what's coming, because there's more to come. And then of course we've got the new CRM as well, which is in beta, and we're still working on it. So that's also in development. You can't get it yet. I have access to it. Those of you that want to live the dream should have it. But basically it's a contact manager. So if you're familiar with a contact manager, you probably know what that is. But this is so if you get leads, you can follow up with them and contact them, send them emails, take notes on them, schedule tasks. Maybe you have to call them back, whatever. And that's what this is for. So it's pretty cool. So you guys hanging in there. Jesse, you have any questions?
No, I'm tracking. This is fresh on my mind because, like I said, I finished up 101 and finished up 201 today.
Good. Another thing that I want to point out too is right here where it says upcoming classes, register below. You want to make sure that you check here, because on Wednesdays we have our hangout, or not our hangout, I'm sorry, a weekly webinar, which is like live training every week, every Wednesday. So you want to make sure that you register, but also promote it. And I don't encourage people to promote this link if they're going to promote it on social media, because it's not going to generate them leads. This is just the registration page. What you want to do is go back into your websites here and go to system campaigns, and underneath system campaigns you'll be able to find the weekly marketing webinars right here, and you'll be able to just go ahead and grab that link, and this will actually collect their information and then send them to that registration page. So when you're marketing, use this capture page so that way you get them on your list as well, because otherwise they'll just go into the webinars on air registration and you will have missed them. I had somebody asking actually about that in the MLSP group as well, and I was telling them this is the link you want to use. I always use this link if I'm promoting the MLSP webinar, like even through Instagram or Facebook or anything. I always use this link. In fact, I have it forward masked with pretty links, so I can just really quick type it in and it goes straight there. So like if I promote, let's say for Instagram, for example, I just did one for last night's webinar, so I'll show you an example, but that's where that one goes. If you don't know what Pretty Links is, it's a plugin for a blog. So if you don't have a blog, don't worry about it right now. But you could always forward mask it or not. You don't have to. You could just put the link there. It doesn't matter. I did this promotion last night for the webinar with Ray Higgin. I just used Pick, Pay, Play, Post, and I took a video of the capture page, the registration page, and right here you can see I sent them to the aprilmarietucker.com/ww, which goes to that webinar capture page that I just showed you guys. And so that's how I promote the webinars. I won't put that webinar registration page. I will send that one to my list because they're already on my list. But as far as like throwing it out on Facebook or putting it on your blog or anything like that, you definitely don't want to do that. So even if like you go to my blog, let's see here. You'll see I have a banner right here that goes to the weekly webinars as well. And it goes to the capture page. So just a hot tip, because I see a lot of people getting confused out there about those links and what to promote and stuff like that. So definitely. Does that make sense, Jesse?
Yes, it does.
So when you're promoting, because the Wednesday webinar, so the reason why you want to promote the webinars, one of the ways that I got rich online is by capitalizing and using the weekly webinars that MLSP already does for you. So they do a Wednesday webinar every week. So what I do, and I still do this to this day, I let industry leaders like Ray Hidgin and Brian Finale and Michelle, myself, and other leaders sell MLSP for me all day long, you know, because they're going to sell it for you, but they're also going to give value, which is going to position you once again as a leader. You might not be on that webinar, but you are, what is the word I'm looking for? You're hanging out with leaders. So of course people will see you as somebody who provides value and is a leader as well. So because you're just, what I do, and I still do this to this day, heard myself. That's funny. Yeah, so I mean, people will still see you that way, and they'll also be grateful that you're sharing, you know, information and training with them versus what everybody else is trying to do, you know, just try to sell them something. So, you know, we give value, and then we recommend the resource. You know, this is MLSP is the resource. MLSP is where you get more value. It's where you get more training. You get tools like we're using. So if they want to also be somebody of value and you know, build a brand online, then they would use MLSP. Hopefully that makes sense.
Right.
Let's see. You have the group co-op, but want to know if anyone has used the solo ad training and back office to submit solo ads on any of the 100% products to get some income coming in for now. Do I need a blog? Yes, I would recommend everybody gets a blog. I always recommend that because, you know, you need to be building a brand online. If you look around at all the industry leaders online, they all have blogs. I mean, we're going anywhere from, you know, the Network Marketing Pro, Eric Worre, all the way to, you know, even some industry giants like Randy Gage. I mean, he even has a blog. I mean, people got blogs. So, yeah, I would recommend having a blog somewhere where people can learn about you. The solo ad, I will not recommend one of the bigger items. I would recommend one of the $7. I actually wouldn't recommend doing a solo ad with a paid offer up front. I would recommend doing a free offer and then letting the drip series do the follow-up and, you know, through the autoresponder and stuff. But even then, because I've done so many solo ads and I don't like to knock them, I don't recommend them because they're so hit or miss a lot of the time. I mean, they're good if you want to get a lot of subscribers and if you can find a good provider. They're pretty good sometimes. But what I've seen lately, they have been, you know, a lot of freebie seekers. So I don't see a lot of people buying anything. Like they're getting on a list, they're taking the information, and they're not necessarily buying. So what I always tell people with solo ads is, yes, you can get a lot of subscribers, but remember, it's kind of like a numbers game, so you're going to have a lot of subscribers to get that sale. So yeah, you might get 300 subscribers from one solo ad, and I'm just, you know, let's say it's a 1,000-click solo ad, but that 300 subscribers, the conversion's going to be pretty low. You might have, you know, a few sign-ups, a few sales. You won't have anything huge, you know. So I would say with solo ad, that's a tough one. I probably wouldn't say run into doing solo ads if you don't have a lot of money to spend on them, because they're kind of like trial and error testing and stuff like that. And that's why if you're doing the co-op with us, it's nice because you have a manual who is in the solo ad game. He does a lot of them. He knows who has good lists and stuff like that to be doing that for you, because you could get into some trouble if you end up, you know, getting the wrong people or, you know, contacting the wrong solo ad provider. So that's my advice on it. And if you want to, Patricia, we can talk more about it tomorrow when we talk. So
I think solo ads are a more advanced strategy. And I do from my experience, I think in order to capitalize on them, you almost have to do a one-time offer. So the sales funnel is a little bit different, and that's where that $7 product comes in. Because you have to capture their attention immediately. So they opt in for the freebie, and then comes the one-time offer where you're selling the $7 product. And that's when people buy. The problem with that is that you can make money doing that, and you can come out profitable, but that's not building a long-term sustainable business. So doing that is possible, but in the long run, it's not going to sustain you, and so you have to build a business with a solid foundation. So I think from my perspective, that's the problem that I see with it, is that it's a lot of infrastructure that needs to be built in order to make those things happen, and you're going to spend a lot of time and resources and money building that to make it happen effectively, when you could spend those same things into building a solid foundation and a long-term sustainable business.
Yeah, you just get such a mixed bag. That's the thing. You get such a mixed bag. It's not very targeted, and I think that's what Malia's trying to get to.
Yeah, it's not very targeted, but you can make money. Like if you're going to sell a $7 product, you can make money right off the bat, which is fine if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to sell a bigger product.
You're not, and you're not going to build.
That's the problem, and if you can't sell like a bigger product through a solo ad.
Yeah, you're not going to
recoup your costs.
Right. You won't build a responsive list. You won't build a list that has a relationship with you. It's just...
Yeah. I would say what I always recommend people do, set up a blog, set up your social media, and, get on YouTube if you're comfortable doing that right off the bat, and start creating content. But there's lots of training in the back office to help you do that. They walk you through step by step how to set up a blog, content ideas, all of it. So don't think, okay, well, I don't know how to do all that. MLSP, that's what MLSP is for, is to teach you how to do all of that. I didn't know how to set up a blog. I didn't know how to set up a Facebook fan page. I didn't know how to do anything. In fact, I wasn't even really on Facebook. So I just watched the videos, and they showed me how to do it, and I just followed along. And then, you always learn a lot more when you're doing it too. So I would recommend doing that, setting up a blog and setting up your social media. Instagram, I've been really recommending and leaning more towards that, just because you can get some pretty quick results on Instagram. Dustin and Tracy said that they just jumped on Instagram and are now getting 2 to 5 leads a day, which is huge, because I spend like a quarter a day on a tool that I use there, and I get a good amount of leads, every single day. Sometimes I get up to 40 leads in a day just on Instagram, depending, what I'm promoting and doing that day. So, in fact, all the leads you see coming in right now, did you see those popping in while I was doing the back office? Did you guys happen to see that? Anybody?
Yeah, like 24.
Yeah, I had all these leads popping in. I just posted on Instagram. That's why. Probably like an hour ago, I did a stat, so I just said, because I just hit over 14,000 followers, so I just did a quick, hey, just hit over 14,000 followers, this is how I'm doing it type post, and that's where all these leads are coming from. As soon as I post something like that, man, they just come in, like, over and over again. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did sign up from just that post just tonight, That's how crazy it is. So yeah, I feel like Instagram is something that people can really dive into and start getting some really decent results without having to do a lot of trial and error and losing money and, having a lot of money too, and start off really easy. So tomorrow, or next week actually, for some of the people. I will be doing an Instagram training. I will let you know. Not everybody is included. If you join Mastery before Live the Dream, those are the people. And I'm thinking if I'm gonna do like a paid option or something like that. We'll see. I got to think a little bit more on it. But I will be doing an Instagram training for a small group, a very small group, because we're coming out with my course in November. This group, the Instagram training is for the group that joined, Mastery, upgraded to Mastery before Live the Dream. So that's what I'm doing it for. So, or if you are already in Mastery too, that's also included. So look for that. I will be contacting people, Mastery members on the team. With that, we will have it Thursday. So there won't be our normal Thursday training. It will be a private training next week on the 16th. It's starting at 9:15. And we're going to dig into Instagram deep. We're going to go into some cool stuff. And I'm not going to do basic. I'm going to fill in the gaps. So if there was any question about monetization, how do you get signups, all of that stuff, I'm going to fill in all of that so that way, and also update you on a lot of the new stuff that I'm doing over there that's creating me a lot more leads and a lot more signups. So we'll be talking a lot about where the money's at for sure. So I'm excited. And then next month, my course comes out.
When is that? That's next week?
Yep, the 16th.
Oh. Now, Is that a team thing, or do we invite our list?
Nope, that's just for us, and it's only for the people that were Mastery before Live the Dream. Remember that was a bonus I did because I was in an affiliate contest.
Okay.
You remember? So Mastery members only. We'll see where I might do something else, though. I might open it up a little bit because I know there's going to be people probably banging on my door like, I want in. I've already had a couple of people say, I want in that. So let me see what I decide to do.
Well, you're going to do a course, though, in a month.
Yeah, I'm doing a course in a month. That's why everything that I'm doing, this is just an hour-long session. This isn't going to be like my course is going to be, 6 to 8 modules long, and it will be live, too, so it will be really good.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited. So, does anybody else have any questions? I saw Mike Walsh joined us. How you doing, Mike?
Hi, April. I'm doing good.
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
Oh, okay, good.
I don't hear chickens.
Good. I'm sure you hear the chickens in the background, too.
I know. I don't hear the chickens.
I shut the windows and the doors.
You have chickens?
But, yeah.
Doesn't
yeah,
he?
everyone...
He always has, like, wild chickens behind him or something.
I don't hear things like you do, Malia. That's because I'm the oldest of 4. It was always a zoo at my house growing up. I don't hear stuff. Jeff's always like, did you hear that? Or the kids are being loud, and it doesn't faze me. I just blend. Everything blends for me. So if anybody has any other questions, I mean, we can call it a night. Unless anybody has any questions about MLSP, marketing, whatever. You can ask me over at April Marie page on Facebook, facebook.com/April Marie page 2. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. I know we have quite a few people watching right now. Let me see. I got anybody over here?
Oh, my, you guys on my fan page and give me some questions. Make sure you like it. The thumbs up there.
Yeah, what's your fan page?
It's facebook.com/JE.
Okay, I can't hear it. You're going to have to type it in our group. Just post it in our group.
Okay.
In our Facebook group. Do we have a page for that, Malia? I don't think so, for people like each other's Facebooks. I didn't do that for a long time because Facebook put a restriction on me. It wouldn't let me like people's fan pages, but I think I can now.
Yeah, I don't think we have a document of that.
I know the MLSP group does. You might want to put it in there. Like if you go underneath the Files tab, put it in there. There's a document you can add your fan page to and your YouTube channel to, and people will subscribe and like them. And then, of course, you just do it back, but I don't really get into all of that. But yeah, if you put it in there, I'll like it. I'll go check it out and say hi to you.
Yeah, just put it in the group on Facebook.
Okay.
Yep. Cool.
Will do.
Anybody else that wants to put it in there, go ahead and do that. You can put it in our MLSP group, our Mastermind group, not the My Lead System Pro official, but in our MLSP, I think it's called Mastermind something. I don't even know what I name things half the time. I don't know what I name this stuff. I just make it up.
It's Mastermind Group United.
Yeah, that's it. That is the name. It's a good name. I just couldn't remember it. All right. Well, we have been on for an hour, so I'm gonna go off live. If you guys want to stick around for a few minutes, we can talk behind the scenes. And then I know Malia's been up since early, so. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming on tonight. You can always contact me on my fan page, or if you are connected with me or whatever, you can reach out to me through that too. And I will see you guys, many of you, next week for the Instagram training, and then I'll let you guys all know too what I decide on that. All right. See you guys soon. Bye for now.